Religion and religious faith is a fundamental part of the lives of billions of people worldwide. Likewise, to an increasing number of people, faith simply isn't part of their lives. We're not here to talk about either of these groups, but what we are here to talk about today is a group of people who include religion as part of their lives, sometimes a very big part of their lives, while at the same time not taking it seriously at all. These are parody religions, and most, if not all, seek to make a point about modern interpretations of faith or expressions of faith in public spaces. Today, we look to explore maybe the most famous of these parody religions, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Have you ever felt touched by his noodly appendage? You might be a Pastafarian. That's what followers of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster call themselves. Pastafarians, a portmanteau of pasta and Rastafarian, follow a very unstrict set of rules and hold a belief system that seeks to challenge established religion. The birth of this religion happened in the United States. In 2005, a debate was raging across that country, that of intelligent design in schools. The Teach the Controversy movement suggested that schools should teach intelligent design alongside the theory of evolution in science classrooms, and in some areas, this idea was winning. One of these areas was in the state of Kansas. That didn't sit right with 24-year-old Oregon State University physics graduate and Kansas resident David Henderson. He wrote an open letter to the Board of Education challenging this idea. However, instead of presenting his position that intelligent design and the theory of evolution shouldn't be taught within the same context, he created his own religion and presented the idea that this belief system should also be taught alongside intelligent design and evolution. Bobby didn't want to ridicule religious belief, but rather hold to the idea that church teachings shouldn't be taught in a science classroom. I suppose, if you start including religious belief, then which specific belief system do you choose? There are hundreds of religions worldwide, and even the major ones disagree with themselves about the origins of the universe and the origins of humankind, so there's no pleasing anyone here, really. Bobby's letter failed to convince the Kansas Board of Education, and they continued with their controversial idea of teaching intelligent design alongside evolution. But he did gain a lot of attention on the growing internet. In 2005, the online landscape was a lot different to what it is now. YouTube was only just beginning, and social media was restricted to sharing your favourite screamo bands with all your MySpace friends. So gaining quite this big following was quite an achievement. With that following came new materials, beliefs and traditions that grew into what we now know as the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. In his open letter, Bobby Henderson laid out the basics of the Pastafarian belief system. He described the universe as being created by the titular flying spaghetti monster, and that evolution had already taken place, but by coincidence. Bobby describes the Earth as being much younger than it appears to be, and this anomaly is the result of the flying spaghetti monster actively changing the results of scientific testing. Really, this is a challenge to the biblical scholars who teach that the Earth is around 6,000 years old, a fringe belief, even within Christianity. The traditional religious dress of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster is full pirate regalia, and pirates are revered as divine beings within the faith. Bobby reasons that this is because the rise in average global temperatures correlates quite neatly with the declining number of pirates globally. Therefore, the two must be linked. You may have heard of International Talk Like a Pirate Day, an annual Pastafarian holiday. Rather than having strict rules to follow, Pastafarians have 5 "it's better if you do's" and 5 "it's better if you don'ts," quite like the Christianity's 10 Commandments. The Church's beliefs are used to challenge religious freedoms where Pastafarians feel they are being infringed upon, but also to exploit exemptions put in place for religious practitioners in order to have a bit of fun. For example, these are ID photographs from official documents of Pastafarians. They wear a pasta strainer on their head to exploit an exemption on headwear for religious nature in official ID photographs. However, this continues to be denied by many governments around the world as not in keeping with the spirit of that exemption. Today, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster has continued to grow and even has official recognition in some parts of the world. New Zealand allows Pastafarian celebrants to conduct legal marriages. But in their own holy land of the United States, they are still considered a parody religion and a joke, and have received some strong pushback from genuine religious people. Mostly, the church is used as a modern-day version of an idea called Russell's teapot, where philosopher Bertrand Russell poised the idea that religious views on faith were like believing that a teapot was orbiting the sun between Earth and Mars, and that because this idea could not be disproved, therefore you must agree that it's true. Likewise, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster's belief are all as intentionally false as Russell's teapot, but challenge people who want to favour one religious view over another to disprove them. The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster isn't a real church, but it still has a lot to say about religion. What do you think? Do you agree with the Pastafarian belief that religious teachings in all schools should be all-inclusive or not included at all? Do you think that they are making a mockery of religion and are taking it a step too far? Do you like what they have to say and think that they're doing good work? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.